ladies, gentle thems, and little girls. How are you this morning? My name's ClassyKatie. Well, it's not morning, it's afternoon. Good morning. I hope you all are doing fucking well today. What a day.
Did you take your joy today? Never
Yes.
forget to take your joy, and I
I
guarantee
already
you'll be
took,
able to go
well,
as
I took one of
smooth
them.
as
I guess we could take
velvet.
the other one. I took one of my joys. Where is my other one? I took my anxiety joy today because holy crap. Katie. Joy time. I have to crack my joy in half. Let's do. Sugared Up Self feels so much better. I kind of hate myself for not thinking of this before. This shit used to happen when I was a kid. It really jogged my memory because Zeke kept asking me, has this always been happening? I'm like, yes, this has always been happening. My whole life I've had this. I've told you guys the stories about how my mom used to think I was pretending when I was a kid. And she would get really pissed at me if I had to go home from school. One time she was so mad, she crashed the car on the way home from picking me up. And she always thought I was faking it. Like, I just would, and that's why I have an ulcer now, because I would just chug bottles of Aleve and stuff. I've always had them. It's always been a thing. But when I was a little kid, my Nana had a blood sugar thing, and we all did our blood sugar, and my sister and I both have chronically low blood sugar, as a lot of people have. I just don't eat a lot of sugar. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, holy shit. I remember how I solved this when I was a kid. I would eat a piece of chocolate in the morning. Like, every morning I would eat like a piece of Dove chocolate or something and immediately feel better. My morning's okay. My abs feel like I'm getting such a crazy workout. There's nothing in my stomach to puke up, and I know I'm not sick. It's literally just stomach acid in the morning. But I was Googling it this morning and doing a shit ton of research because I'm getting to the point where I'm going to go to a doctor if it doesn't go away. And the first thing that popped up was low blood sugar. And I was like, oh, Katie. It immediately reminded me, and I was like, oh, Katie, you're an idiot. Yeah, you can get a blood sugar tester anywhere. Yep, you can get them at Walgreens. Yeah, you don't have to have like diabetes or anything. You can get them anywhere, and it just stabs you, and like you put a little tab in it. It's pretty darn easy. Yeah, not eating for 12 hours while streaming can fuck you up. I know. Can I recommend a brand? I could if I looked at them. Are you gonna look on Amazon? I can look on Amazon and see. I'd have to see them. I don't know them by heart, but let me look. I can tell you a good brand if I look at them. Amazon. Happy afternoon, Sammy. How you doing, honey bean? Blood sugar test kit. Blood sugar monitor. Care Touch is a really good brand, I know. Care Touch is what we use in the hospital all the time. I know Care Touch is really good. And I don't recognize any of the other names. Care Touch, I know for a fact, though, is good. That's the one we use in the hospital. Care Sense is okay. Care Sense Care is good. I don't know any of these other brands, though. Literally none. Good morning, Katie. Been a while. Merman, how the fuck are you? What the fuck is up, Kill? How are you doing? How are you doing, love? I seriously feel 20 times better. Like, I woke up. It's so weird. The reason I was like really curious about it, because when I wake up in the morning in bed, I feel fine. It's when I get up and start walking around and my heart starts pumping, it's like every muscle in my body feels like I did a workout. Like, my legs are dragging and I can't lift my arms, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I puke. And the moment I ate a chocolate, it all went away. So I'm guessing I just have low blood sugar. So if I hypothetically mailed you a blood sugar test, oh my God, you guys would get to see me freak out. I fucking hate stabbing my finger with the stupid things. Oh, I have like a heart attack doing it. My mom would have to grab my hand and hide it behind me to stab me with them. In a year or two, Apple Watch will be able to monitor glucose. What does an Apple Watch not do? Into retail, wow, nice, dude, nice. Me and needles. I mean, I'll do it. It's honestly, it's because it's such a rapid like click. It just scares me. It's so fast. I know, Reese, and I've also dealt with it my whole life, and I just kind of ignored it for a while, I guess, and just forgot about it. I don't know why. How did I forget about this? I don't know. No idea. What's new with me? I fed a bunch of scorpions. I cleaned the house. I did a deep clean yesterday. Swept and did dishes and just cleaned the fuck out of everything. Did a bunch of laundry. Worked on my painting some more. Dude, Reese, I'm okay with it. It could be part of my new joy, you know? I feel like numbers are a problem, Katie. Oh, I do get obsessed with numbers. Zeke has been, working out and weighing himself, and he's been feeling really down because the last time he did this, I guess he dropped weight really, really fast. And this time he's not dropping weight super fast. But I told him, I was like, babe, fast weight is water weight, period. There is no biological possible way for you to actually lose real fat cells in a day. It's not real. You can dehydrate them and they'll shrink, so you'll weigh less. But it takes so much longer to actually starve the fat cells enough that they die off. And I don't weigh myself. Like I told him, I'm like, if the scale drives you crazy, let's do measurements. Like let's do measuring tape around the waist and the thighs or something. Like anything like that is better because scales I just think are an unrealistic goal to aim for, especially as a uterus person. Our weight can fluctuate like 5 pounds in a day just from water. Like you just don't know. I thought about pictures. I don't like pictures though. Like I've done that and that did nothing for me at all because I hate my body no matter what. Pictures don't work for everybody. Like I've told you guys, I weighed, actually, this is funny and interesting. Zeke, he's at his heaviest weight right now, and it's still not as big as I used to be. I was bigger than him. I lost a shit ton of weight. And I don't remember where I was going with that. It's gone. Damn it. Oh, I moved them all out, Mickey. They're all moved out, man. They're all moved out. They all have their own little thing now. Oh, pictures. Pictures don't work for me. So, like, I lost a ton of weight, but when I look in the mirror, I still see myself at 257, no matter what. Every picture someone takes of me, I see myself at 257 pounds. Still to this day. So pictures did nothing for me but let me feel shitty. They made me feel even more shitty about myself because I couldn't see it. That's just me. But I'm also really dangerous with numbers, so I stay away from numbers. But I think measurements are a good way because you're actually measuring like muscle mass and fat mass and I just think measurements are a real, like, you're actually measuring whether or not your body is getting smaller, not just whether or not you shit or took your nail polish off, you know? Yeah, I think scales are really scary. For me, they are. They're not old enough for me to get rid of. They have to be third instar, and they don't molt very often. So I have to wait for 3 molts. Yeah, I just think, I'm never going to tell Zeke what to do. It's his journey. But as someone who has gone on that journey their whole life, I know a lot about it. Also, there's a thing that everybody tells. I've heard this a million times. It takes 8 weeks to see a difference in your own body, regardless of how fast you're losing weight. Peltar just gifted a fucking sub to Wiener. Wiener, how dare you? Be consensual, motherfucker. Yeah, numbers, I just get obsessive. I get really obsessive about numbers. Like for me, when I was weighing myself when I lost weight, it was no longer about losing weight. It just becomes like a game I need to beat. Every day I need to beat the game. And if I don't beat the game, then I just feel shitty about myself. And it's not real, you know? Oh my God, do you think he would molt for me? Thank you so much for that follow. Should we open up Stream Raiders? It's a late stream, my dudes. I haven't started this late in a really long time. Sorry. At least I'm here. It's better than no stream at all, right? I gotta plug my phone in. She dying. Are you making indecisive noises? About what? I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. He would, though. He's so wonderful. He's such a nice person. He cares so much about me. Like, I kind of had a panic attack because I meant to do something. I did something last night, and of course, Discord failed me and did not send the picture I needed to send to somebody. And they messaged me this morning, and they're like, hey, Katie, when can we expect that? And I just flew into a panic attack. I don't like feeling unreliable when I tell someone I'll do something. I hate that feeling so much. And I just started to sweat instantly. And Zeke came out here and just held me and was like, breathe. Breathe with me. He's so nice. I don't know why he puts up with me. I feel like an eyelash just curled into my eyeball. I literally just curled my eyelashes real quickly. Ow. I know, Sammy, and I miss you guys. I can't stand, like, I was thinking about it this morning, like, sometimes I wish I had some sort of manual job, like manual labor, because, like, I could go do a manual job when I feel like shit, because it doesn't matter. But trying to be entertaining and make other people feel better when you feel like shit is, like, I don't think I'd do it very well. Should we take a hit? I have a beautiful stoner bowl from last night. I packed. It's Number Shaw 3 with a dab inside in the middle. Kelly, what's up? Vixie. Let's cheers. Cheers, everybody. He is my lobster. It's true. Oh, they spilled half a gallon of paint. Oh, God. Children seem like so much fun. That was a big hit. That was my first hit of the day. Okay. Whew. Oh, God. Fo, thank you. I have done homework streams before. I got a kid. They're fun as hell. Really? They seem crazy and chaotic. Yes, they're very fun to visit. I just don't want to own one. Kind of like a Burmese python. I was just thinking, I feel like I haven't got to mod a ton. Honestly, I mean, that makes me really happy. We haven't had a lot of trolls, really. Like, it's been when my mods are bored, that's like a good sign. Children seem like fun until you teach them. Oh no. 8th grade is the year that I got expelled for going to school wasted. That is not a good year for kids. I will not take that year. I am sweating. God, first hit of the day always hits me hard. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? The sweats are a-coming. It's happening. Holy crap. You skipped 8th grade? Why? Just smart? I was expelled. I didn't technically finish 8th grade. Technically. I was a naughty, naughty child. Stream Raiders is up. Please join. Oh my God, Shamu, how are you? 2 times in a week? I'm feeling quite lucky. My partner and I are the literal best humans, so maybe the parents. That's the thing. I don't hate kids, it's the parents. That's what school taught me. Monkey Jesus, that video you sent me this morning made me smile so big. Like, I literally opened it right after I puked, and I was, like, giggling, covered in sweat. It was precious. Teachers need to be paid so much more. Like, the future of our nation is in the hands of people we pay less than McDonald's workers sometimes, which is kind of crazy. Hi, Psycho, how are you? Kids are always assholes. I mean, people are assholes, regardless of your age, status, job, whatever. People are assholes. Nobody's perfect. The kids that end up fucked up are the ones that their parents convince them they're perfect. There's a reason why middle schoolers are put in schools by themselves. Dude, middle school was rough. They changed a failing public school into a magnet school and recruited the top standardized test scores. Aw, lucky. Man, I went to such a low-income school. We really didn't get any opportunities like that at all. I love my kids to death, but fuck, they suck sometimes. Oh, absolutely. I'm sure my mom loves me and hates me all at the same time. My oldest kid loves me an asshole, and she knows when she's doing it. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like a gift. The moment, I can remember, like, I don't know how old I was, but I can remember that click in my brain when I realized I could control my parents' behavior with mine. I remember when that clicked in my head, and I had to decide whether to use that for good or evil. Dark chocolate joy, best joy. Lee, it's literally this chocolate that somebody sent Zeke. Someone sent this stuff to Zeke, and Zeke doesn't like dark chocolate, and so I ate it, and it's got caffeine in it. But this, I wish I could get this locally. This is fucking delicious. This is what saved me this morning. Coca-Cola. Oh, Mickey, all the shit you gave me is gone. Except the, like, seasoning stuff. Yeah, that's all gone. My dad was an abusive asshat, screwed me up for a bit, but never acted out. I mean, I had a shit ton of stuff happen to me when I was a kid, but I don't use it as a crutch to be an asshole now. I taught for 2 years, couldn't find life balance, and I had 2 different kids pull the emergency shower in my class. Are you kidding me? I went to a really
Did you
dumb
take your
school, and at
joy
least nobody
today?
there did that. Was it from
Never
Johnny's
forget
bar?
to
I'm gonna have
take
to
your
thank him.
joy, and I guarantee your day will
It's
go as
delicious.
smooth as velvet.
We don't give kids enough credit. Dog owner parents, well, I feel bad because, like, people who have kids, like, there is some weird form of, I don't know, moms in the chat, what would you call that? That sick bond with your kid where you'd probably die for them regardless of how much you hate them. Like, yes, I would die from animals and I love my animals, but there's something about having a child. I think it's a different level of, like, it's a bond. It's like a chemical thing. Katie, please don't say you're a bag of dicks and think people won't put their lips on you. Did you like my lyrics this morning? Picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips. I was listening to that song this morning. Literally, it's maternal bond. Like, it's something really crazy in there. Dads have it too. Oh, dads definitely have it. I mean, I should have said parents, not moms. Parents. Oh, Mickey. It was black licorice, honey. Like, okay, I lied. It's not all gone. So I have like the little things, like the little tiny pastels that are the, from the like the oldest licorice recipe ever. I still have those because those are like a treat. I'm not going to down those really fast. I have those ones and I have the little box of them, but those are like so small. Those are like a treat. But all the chocolate was gone instantly. Zeke finished off the potato chips immediately. Oh, tell me, I stood up for myself and made the stepmom cry. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, God, how? Tell us. Don't forget about Stream Raiders, guys. Tell us. It's actually a 4-star red chest right now, which is pretty good. NB? What's an NB parent? I don't know what that is. No chili Klaus. What? They're literally made from your body. Yeah. Non-binary. Oh, we have lots of non-binary folks in the chat. I don't know if we have non-binary parents, but we have lots of non-binary folks. Like, until they hit puberty, then it's a half-half, I think. Kids see and hear and feel. We as adults expect things we wouldn't even expect from ourselves. It's so fucked up. It's really, like, if you think about just the breakdown of child psychology, like, your child's born into the world with the 2 people it loves, its gods, you know, begging it to speak. And then once it gets talking down, it's sent to school and told to never speak again unless spoken to. But then we're all chastised because we can't speak in public. And we have no social skills. And then they, like, force you to read just terrible ancient books when, I'm sorry, this might be an unpopular opinion, but there's a lot of modern books today that are beautiful pieces of literature. We don't need to make kids read the oldest piece of shit books in the world still. And it makes kids hate reading. I know so many adults that fucking hate reading because school ruined it for them. I love reading. It didn't ruin it for me, thank God. Super spicy chocolate. Oh, God. Like, hurt your butthole spicy? Kill Zombie said, don't be weird, guys. What are we talking about? Also love your hair. Oh, my God, Viper. Do you like it? Do you like it? We're talking about kind of everything. Food, parenting, being non-binary. Welcome to the class hole. Instant, insanely hot chilies. No, I don't want to do that. Child psychology made me decide not to have kids. There's so many little things that have a major impact on them. I'm not careful enough to handle something so fragile. Skylar, literally, child psychology made me not want to have kids either. Not for the same reasons, but same. What child psychology taught me is my whole life, like as a kid, I would always say I hate kids. I hate them. I hate children. I don't want them. You guys with the resubs, my God. Thank you. Jesus. Viper Sniper with that fucking Prime sub. Thank you so much for 42 months. Holy shit. And Bissy with that fucking resub. Thank you so much for resubbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving your an anus your wings. I'm your favorite streamer. It's my pleasure. There are like billions of streamers now, so that's a huge compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I don't like being told what to read because it doesn't teach kids. Like I was blessed with a mom who likes to read. So like a fun weekend out was going to Barnes and Noble or to the library to get books. And then the ride home was like 2 hours, so then we get to binge our books on the ride home. Like that was the most special time for me all of my childhood. So I already loved books, so I knew how to navigate a library. But you put a kid into a library who has no idea what they're doing and you force them to read shitty books, they're never going to want to go into a library ever again. You're just creating like a Pavlov's response, but it's negative, you know? It's very strange. I mean, there are some classics that are great, but I don't think they're must-reads. I don't think we need to force people to read To Kill a Mockingbird again. Like, cute. Scroll up. Oh, fuck. Did I miss it? God damn it. I'm sorry. It was all the fucking resubs that got knocked out of my mind. Did I miss it? The fuck? Ashley, where is it? I didn't get a novel. I don't have any. There's nothing. Welcome to the castle. Literally, the last thing from you, I see Holy Novel, and then I see, oh my god, Katie, I gotta tell you. And then that's it. What in the tit farts? Nothing at all. Ashley, I'm so sorry you just wrote a diatribe and it got deleted. Yeah, I see nothing. Fuck, I'm so sorry. Fuck. Mickey, I agree with you, but starting kids out in that world is not, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I think they could go about it maybe better. Like maybe start out with some fun books and then dive into the shit. I'd rather have learned why they're important than just read the book.
Hail
like,
Satan!
yes.
Hail
Thank you, Lixie. I'd rather learn about the author and why the piece was important as opposed to just reading an old piece of literature and having to write a book report on something that, 500 million other people have written a book report on. Same. I was lucky enough to have a lot of teachers who let me pick my books, thankfully. They had to be like a certain length or something, and they couldn't be, whatever, goofy books. But I had a lot of teachers that would let me pick books, thank God. Reading of their own choice, Mickey, I'm so jealous. Oh, it is. God damn it, Liam, I might have to get it. A lot of people don't read books for leisure because they were so bored of the books in school. They just weren't taught how to find books. Exactly, Bissy. That's what I'm saying. Like my mom, from as early as I can remember, we always had books at home and she would take me to the library. So I grew up in libraries reading. So I had that skill already. And I don't want to like put that on every parent ever because not every parent has that time. But so many kids still hate it. They only want their damn phones. I mean, to be fair, there is a lot of reading to be done on a phone. Yeah, there is reading to be done on a phone. But I mean, the trick is getting them a book that's more interesting than Instagram. And it's not going to be To Kill a Mockingbird. Or Where the Red Fern Grows. Or Lord of the Flies. None of those are going to get your kid off Instagram, So I don't know what to do. I don't have kids, but you know what I mean? Like, they're going to look forward to Instagram if that's all they're offered. But, like, maybe give them an Anne Rice novel or something with a little smut in it. Get a kid into reading. I can't even remember when I started, like, getting into big books. I was pretty fucking young. I don't remember. I've just always read. My mama has so many books. I can present whatever the fuck I want. They still prefer fucking around on SoMe. Really? So weird. What's there to look at? Oh my god, Brandon, I used to hate those books. Oh, dude, did anybody here read Goosebumps? Because Goosebumps was like probably one of the very first big series I definitely got addicted to when I was a kid. And the choose your own adventure ones pissed me off because I always chose the death. Always. So I'd have to go back and like choose a new adventure. And it honestly, the reason I didn't like the choose your own adventures is it made the book so short. It was like you'd read like the first 2 chapters and then it would skip like 7 chapters and you'd get 1 or 2 chapters more. They were just really short and I wanted like if I'm going to buy a whole book, I want to read the whole book. That was my like childhood mom or brain. My mom's a librarian. Oh, you probably grew up fucking Dewey Decimal, bitch. I'm jealous. Read a lot of the classics, and a lot of them are boring as fuck. The original Dracula almost put me to sleep. They're terrible. They're so boring. They're just not built for the brains nowadays. Like, we don't want to read about the texture of a dusty curtain. Honestly, I think short essays are the way to go. If you want to get kids into reading, like published essays like The Yellow Wallpaper, I think is what it's called, or The Yellow Walls or whatever. Give that to a kid. They'll want to read. Like, that shit is the shit that got me wanting to read. How dare you, Cocky? Shall we cheers? Dude, Cocky's on vacation! Rub me with your dusty curtains. Oh my god. Why don't we utilize fan fiction? Dude, when I was a kid, you weren't allowed to read fan fiction. You couldn't read a graphic novel, comic book. If the book had too many pictures, you weren't... Like, I remember one time I wanted to do Harry Potter for a book report, but there was pictures, so my teacher said no. Like, there's one sketch at the top of each chapter. Are you kidding me? They would make the dumbest rules to make you pick your book. Like, they wanted you to hurt. Like, it's only some, though. Some were amazing and had, like, libraries of everything. Oh, did you DM it to me? Okay, we gotta read Ashley's story. Where is my Discord? I haven't even opened it on my computer yet today. Okay, they had Jesse... Okay, so this is Ashley got to make her ex's wife cry. Just to update everyone on this, Ashley Chaos has been dealing with her ex-husband, like, harassing her with CPS for years now. And when her son was 9 years old, this woman who married her ex thought it was appropriate to hit him. She beat him. We all hate her. She's an evil cunt. Ashley made her cry, so we're going to read a story. They had Jesse text me and tell me if I wanted the kids home, that I had to pick them up. If you want your kids, you better come get them. I was like, nope, you can bring them or I file a contempt of court. She said, well, my car broke down. I said, I don't care, not my problem. Remember when my car broke down and you told my kids if I really loved them, I would find a way? Well, find a way. Oh! She denied it. I said, you don't get to call CPS on me and then try to ask me for a favor. See you in an hour. That is beautiful. It's like poetry. Some bitches play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Dude, this chick, if someone, when Ashley told me that, I was like, if someone touched my child, I'd kill them. I'd kill them. I'd fucking kill them. Yeah. You don't touch someone else's child, period, end of story. Not to mention her ex is a fucking psychopath on top of all that. Obviously. Sorry, gross. Dude, thank your dad, honestly, because you don't want to lower to that level. Like, I am a violent person. When I get pissed, it just comes out in anger really quickly. You're lucky to have your dad there to hold you back, because you don't want to be down to that level. Yeah, same. I go red. I'm the same. Like, I just freak. My eyes get big, and I just get really loud, and, like, that's the end of it. Same. It's good to have someone to hold you back. Like, Zeke calms me down when I'm going to flip out and put a hole in a wall. Because you just, like, even though we want to do that, and everyone agrees it would be the appropriate action, it's not appropriate adult behavior. And as adults, we have to accept that. But you got her so much better. Like, ooh, you punched her in the heart. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, God.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy.
Yes, I did.
And I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
My divorce should be finalized in August. Oh, God. Her brother's in jail again. She's broke. She's about to lose her kids. Oh my God. What? All of that happened in the past couple months? The Chrissy Teigen? Oh no, what happened? Like, what? No. Chrissy Teigen? Oh, do we have like proof of that? I don't even want to say it out loud. Do we have like, where did you read that? Oh my God. In 5th grade, the kid next to me was getting in trouble, but the teacher grabbed me by the ear and threw me outside in the hallway, scratching my neck and everything. Tried to grab me by the neck, and luckily another teacher walked by. She got arrested. That's fucking sick. What? I don't even know what to say. Isn't that John Legend's wife? Oh my God. What? I don't even know. I am same, Ashley. I'm exact same. Like, it takes a lot to shock me. Oh my God, Reese, stop it. It's perfect. I have a rupee on my arm. Did you know that? I am shocked and appalled and shocked and appalled. Chrissy Teigen texted teenagers to kill themselves? I feel gross. Yeah, Kinger, that's this face. That's what this face is for. If anyone's just coming in, like, not plural. She told one teenager. Like, do you know this? Like, why? It just seems so fucking. I don't know who Chrissy Teigen is, but you never know who people are behind closed doors, I guess. But what? Oh, was it a joke? Brandon, I agree. I try not to make suicide jokes. We've all been there. I'm reading it now. Skylar Sideways says, I'm reading it now. I guess it was a model who she didn't like for some reason. Oh. Twitter, I mean, I think people with large audiences kind of take it for granted that they have a lot of, like, they just, I don't know the word. They need to watch their fucking mouths or fingers. In May, oh God, Lima found it. In May 2021, model Courtney Stodden said that in 2011, Teigen had tweeted and privately messaged them, urging them to take their own life. Teigen later apologized to Stodden, saying that she was mortified and sad and referred to her past self as insecure attention-seeking troll. Stodden accepted her apology but deemed it an attempt to save her business partnerships. What? Has she really? I don't follow celebrities on shit. I don't know who they are. John Legend has a beautiful voice, but I don't even know why she's famous. Like talking about how she was going to go to jail because of toddlers and what? What? Because of toddlers and tiaras? I'm sorry for doing that, but I'm really sorry I got caught. Yes, that's what it seems like. It's a backpedal. I really think humanity is in trouble, gang. The aliens are going to talk to us and be like, right, we'll be right back. Dude, Kinger, have you ever heard? It's a dumb joke. Someone told me this years ago. So two skiers are skiing down a hill and they see a rocket ship land and some aliens come out and they stop and they're like, oh my God, aliens. And the aliens are like, greetings, mortals. Can you tell us what you are doing here? We are learning about the human species. And so the skiers are like, all right, we got to break this down for the aliens. So basically, we strap these boards to our feet and we ride a swing to the top of a mountain and we try to make it to the bottom without dying. And the aliens look at each other and they get back in the rocket ship. And the skiers are like, wait, do you want to meet there's so many other people. And the aliens are like, it's cool. We're trying to find intelligent life. And they leave the planet forever. Side-eye pedo type shit? The fuck? It never gets old. It's so true, though. Humans are weird. We do some weird shit. As a skier, I feel offended, but accurate. As a snowboarder, yes. I mean, look at snowboarding. That's even dumber. We strap both of our feet to one board and try to make it down the hill alive. I regret every day that I did snowboarding instead of skiing. Brandon, no, it's shit we need to talk about. These are important topics. I don't want to not know these things because gross. Suicide jokes aren't funny. They are unoriginal and boring and offensive. The other one is how terrified aliens are of humans because we drink literal poison alcohol for fun. I know, right? I skateboard. Do it. I used to skateboard too. That's why I did snowboarding. I was like, oh, it's got to be easier. Snowboarding's terrible. I mean, I love it, but you're going to be hurt all the time. It's hard enough trying to get through regular life alive. I think I'll pass on the extreme sports. Life is a goddamn extreme sport. I swear. Especially if you have kids. Fucking A. A CK board. A CK board. It's a CK board. What would be a CK board? It'd be a longboard in a pond. I know what she did was bad, and I'm glad she got called out, regardless of her intent, because we don't know it. Wouldn't it be better to take the high road and show kindness and forgiveness and give her the medicine she would have given the girl? I mean, she didn't. I think it's not our place to forgive her because really it had nothing to do with anyone except her and that woman. If that young woman has forgiven her and they've had real talks amongst each other, then really it's none of our business. Really. I mean, before phones, no one knew anything going on, ever. Imagine all the shit that would have come out during Jackass era if phones, like, camera phones existed. Yeah, Erica, I agree. It's just icky. I don't like suicide jokes. Oh my God, single dad with 3 kids full time? Dude. Girls, boys, or mixed? Because that was basically my stepdad. My stepdad, he had 3 boys and he married into a family of 4 girls. And the poor guy had to take care of all of us. Whew. If I texted someone and told them to kill themselves, I wouldn't want to be forgiven. I don't do that type of shit. I don't feel like I would ever feel forgiven if I said that to somebody, especially in text. The thing about typing things out and then backpedaling and saying you're sorry, it's not like your mouth ran before your brain. You literally took the time to pick your phone up, get on Twitter, at somebody, and type exactly what you wanted to say. And you could have just not done that and deleted it and screamed into a pillow or something, It's kind of the trolls on the internet. They're like, sorry, man, I thought it was a funny joke. And it's like, if you're racist, bigot, hate language is funny to you, you're unoriginal. 2 boys and 1 girl. Oh, nice. That's a nice mix. I always used to ask my stepdad, what did it feel like moving into a family with all this estrogen? Tegan's business ventures collapsing isn't about anyone taking the high road. It's capitalism. Did her business ventures... Why is she famous? Like, I'm very curious. I really don't know. I had a crazy dream the other day about aliens being the cause of evil on Earth, and that if you came aware of this fact, they would entice you under their control. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Bull V, what's up, dude? I mean, Vixie. So you guys know this, I have tried to take my life a couple times when I was younger, and among very close friends, when I know I'm not in a public earshot, I can make jokes once in a while with, like, Eliza, because we've both tried it. Would I type that to someone I do not know on the internet? Abso-fucking-lutely not. And even the jokes I make never involve kill yourself. I've never told someone to go kill yourself. Ever. Ever. Like, that's just not even, what? How can you even play that off as a joke? Oh, she's a model. Chrissy Teigen is? Oh, interesting. No one deserves to die, Erica. I say that all the time. Like, I hate certain people in this world a lot. But no one deserves death. Maybe an infinite stub toe, but no one deserves death. I would never wish death on a human. That's just... I told someone that all of one time in my life, when I was 19, bad time, but I still stand by, he was a woman abuser and child molester. Ew. Legos, oh my god, a permanent barefoot Lego house. Stop it. You're a better person than I. Me? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I was engaged to someone once that used suicide and self-harm to win fights. Me too. I was in a relationship with someone who did that. And the arguments she created for attention, I had a hard time with that stuff too at one point. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible because you feel like you can never leave them. I hate that. Yep, I cannot stand that shit. I love poo. Me too. Thanks, Katie. Viper, it's all about knowing your audience. It's all about knowing your audience. And when you are in closed company with your significant other in bed, make a joke. I don't care. If it's racist, I probably care. That's still really shitty of you. But, it's all about your audience. Typing a tweet when you have billions of followers, like, come on. Kinger, really? Ugh. Seriously, Reese? How many people here have had a partner use self-harm against them? Because icky. I hope you all know that you have no control. You are not responsible for, and you have no control over another person's actions ever, 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 period. Ever. And someone putting that on you is so unfair. If someone's going to kill themselves, they will do it regardless of you. Like, you're just the thing they're manipulating at that moment. I'm so sorry. I'm seriously, like, I just hope you guys know that you had nothing to do with that. Ever. Ever. The one thing that is the most true thing in the world is you cannot control anyone else's actions, period, end of story, by doing or not doing something. Ever. Misery loves company. Manipulation and controlling behavior. She was a real winner. Cheated on me a couple times. Fairly certain she was a very unstable human. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe she was on a seesaw that was a little tilted, if you know what I mean. Ashley, that's disgusting. That hid a pill addiction? Oh, Kate. Addiction is the saddest to me because it's such a horrible place to be in for that person. And my whole family suffers from addiction. I'm really glad I don't have an addictive personality. Thankfully, just OCD. But a lot of my family has... Like, I have 2 siblings who both died because of pills. Pills are just so... Addiction is so sad. And it needs to be talked about. And, like, that's why I always say, I really, really, truly believe all drugs need to be regulated and legalized. All of them. Heroin, I don't care. Clean it up. Regulate it. People are going to do it if they want to, no matter what. But if we regulate it and clean it up, at least it's safer. And maybe it can remove the stigma of people addicted needing help. Because half of it now is people are afraid to reach for help because they might get arrested. Because we like to arrest people addicted instead of drug dealers, which is insane. Vixie, I think Washington's going that way too. Oh, she died in her sleep. Oh, did she like go in the woods to pass away? A lot. My dogs did that when I was a kid. Brandon, you don't deserve that. You know that, right? None of you do. I hope you, I mean, I'm not just saying that. Literally, every human around you will do whatever the fuck they want to do, regardless of what you do. Live your life, live your truest form, and be happy. If you're in an icky relationship where someone is manipulating you and abusing you with self-harm or suicide or anything like that, encourage them to get help and get the fuck away from them. They're just going to take you down with them. Take life by the balls and squeeze. Have regulated drug use? I don't know. Sweden, I know pot is not legal. Because I want to move to Sweden real bad, but they need to legalize pot. We have a button. We have a button. It's a good one, too. Yes. Let's do. Murder. Mark. Hi. How are you, love? That music was pretty good. I didn't get to listen to a lot of it this morning, but I listened to the first song. I just had some random person call work to ask if they broke any laws. I work hospital security. What the fuck? I'd be like, I don't know, dude, but if you did, do not tell me about it. Hang up. That saying misery likes company is real. It's so true. Because then when you get sad, then your partner will start blaming you for their sadness. It's really hard to accept that, you know, it's probably you. Everything you feel is all inside of you. No one can force you to feel anything. You get to choose most of the time what you feel. Yes! That song was really good, yep. Misery like breaking ankles. Was it ankles or the shins? That wasn't the shins? I think she's a shin splitter. I'm Swedish. Pot is not legal here. Yeah, I know. One of my good friends, LZT Lima Zulu Tango. We call him Legume. He is from Sweden, and yeah, if it's ever legalized, I'm sure I'll get a call, like a literal voice call from LZT, like, it's time. Right before that, I had a lady call because she couldn't open a door. Had to tell her to turn the handle. Are you kidding me? Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. What did she say? What? Viper, be safe, honey. That is just the best. I love it. Have you tried turning the door off and on again? No, it'll be, bitch, pack your shit. I'm on the plane. I'm on my way. All right. Rod, you got 50 gold. That's not bad. Viata, 2 paladins. Roll check, 2 healers. That's actually really good. Nicely done, ladies. Okay, so we have a 4 skull, and then we have a biscuit, and then we have a green chest. Wait, no. Yeah, yes. I'm making sure I'm going on the right path. I've been tricked. She said, oh, and hung up. Wow. You know what? Sometimes I feel really dumb, but I've never had to ask someone to teach me how to use the door before. So there's that. Wow. The crest reward for getting 1,000 gold was 100 gold. What the fuck? Really? That just doesn't make no sense. I mean, sure though. Hello, I here to mansplain doors to chat. First, grip handle like dick. Tug. Again, and again, and again, and faster. Tug faster. Now turn it, bop it, spin it, boop it. We need to take a break, because otherwise pre-rolls are going to start, and you know I hate them. I think it's more, I want you to be responsible for me, or vice versa. We expect each other to own each other's feelings. We can't do that. Yeah. It's the greatest form of societal manipulation, in my opinion. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, if you think about it, just sit for a second and think about all the things you have not done in your life for fear of someone else's feelings. But really, you have absolutely zero control over anyone else's feelings. Ever. I got a job at the #1 hospital in the world, and my mom said poo to me, you know? Like, you can't count on anyone's reactions. So do what you want to do, as long as it's not hurting anyone and it's not illegal. Live your best. That's what I try to do. I remember when I worked at Macy's, we had a key to the bathroom door. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that came back saying the door wouldn't move. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. My God. I hope this person told at least one person in their life. How do you go through your life not knowing how doors work? Reese, have I ever told you the story of my aunt renting a car? Welcome to the classroom. Azrael Deimos.
Hail Satan, motherfucker.
Oh my God. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We need to. We got to stand up. We're going to get pre-rolls. I fucking hate pre-rolls. I try to control when my ads play so that people who can't afford to sub chat don't have to suffer ads, because that is dumb, in my opinion. I have a good story that will just shock the fuck out of you about my aunt renting a car and driving 6 hours across the state. Holy shit. Control and influence? Oh my God, yes. Absolutely. Well, we as humans are taught, we're kind of led to believe we have a lot more control over our life than we actually do at all. You know? Like when you're a kid, you can do anything. No, you can't. Like, I cannot be an astronaut. Some people cannot go in the military. They have a funny foot. Like, Kate, I think any time is good for popcorn time, because this is going to be a funny story. Like, you'll just choke. You'll choke. It's great. All right. Ooh, last week Joe had a customer who apparently didn't want to wait for the bathroom. What? Oh my God. She hiked up her dress and peed on a shelf. I cannot with this world anymore. Are you fucking with? No. Okay, break time. I really hope Joe didn't have to clean that up. No, that's what? No. Break time, please. Bathrooms are disgusting. That could be like, I cannot believe Joe had to clean that up. That's foul. When I worked at Lowe's, we had to clean bathrooms. If you were a cashier, you had to clean bathrooms. And I swear to God, the women's bathroom either smelled like meat because someone decided to give birth into the period trash can, or it looked like they tried to sit down to take a shit and just didn't make it to the toilet, and it would literally be an explosion on the wall above the toilet. Like, not on the ceiling, but like above the back of the toilet. Like, I don't know if it's because they hold it forever, and they used to make cashiers clean it up, and then we all looked into policy after a certain amount of shit cleanups, and we looked up that it's actually a hazmat situation, and a boss has to do it, and we were like, fuck yourselves, we're paid minimum wage, we are not cleaning up diarrhea anymore. No. It was so gross. Like, and I don't know what it is, like, I have never done that in my private home, ever. Do people just do this? Are we going to P.O. Box today? Tomorrow. What's today? Monday? Tomorrow. Tomorrow's P.O. Box day. Is that cool? Oh my God. Speaking of, where are they? I'm not even kidding you. I got 2 Christmas cards in the mail. What did I do with them? Shit. I'll find them on my next break. I got 2 Christmas cards in the mail that got to me from Christmas. Oh, what did I do with them? I think they're in the kitchen. I'll have to grab them. Yeah. They finally, 2 Christmas cards showed up from you guys, like from viewers. I know. How many months late? 6? The aunt story. Okay, so let me tell you this story real quick. While I start up Transistor, because it's amazing and we're going to play Transistor. Duh. So my Auntie Lane, bless her heart, she's been a fucking, excuse me. Hello? Ma'am? She's been a nurse her entire life. An emergency room nurse, and she was a fucking great nurse. never fired. Like, never, like, she was making like $60 an hour towards the end of her career because she worked at the same hospital forever. She was fucking great. And when this happened, she was still a nurse. So her and a friend of hers who was also a nurse but worked at a plastic surgeon office doing like laser stuff, they decided to rent a car and drive to Eastern Washington to visit my family, which was about 6 hours away, and she didn't want to put the miles on her car or something. I think I've told this story because let me ask you all first. In a normal everyday car, how do you turn the brights on? You flick the stick forward, right? You can pull it towards you to like flick your brights, or you can flick it forward permanently and have your brights on, right? That's like most cars. So they rent this car, and it's like a little Chevy Malibu or something. Like, it's not a nice car. And they could not figure out how to turn the headlights on, let alone the brights. So my Aunt Elaine used dental floss to tie that little bar to her steering wheel in the middle of the night and drive across the state. I don't know how she didn't die. Like, it's just a pure case of someone having amazing book smarts and absolutely zero street knowledge. Like, she cannot, like, she's the kind of person that if you removed labels, she would probably die. It's one of the best because I don't even know it. How did they go around corners? Did the brights turn off? And it's so weird because, like, my mom, for all her faults, is very intelligent. She's a great respiratory therapist. She can figure most things out. Like, she's like kind of a good, like, I don't know what you would call it. Not like a fix it, but like she can basically figure anything out. Like if the TV's broken or something. My Aunt Ethel, super smart. She's like a manager at a mall. She runs everything, the cash office. My aunts Elaine and Linda, they're twins. I don't get it. It's like they had to share a brain or something. They're the oldest, and they are just like simple. It's so bizarre. And they both have children. I know, and it's just weird. I don't know what happened. My mom thinks it's because when my aunts were born, when the twins were born, my grandma put them in parochial Catholic school their whole life, whereas all my other aunts went to parochial high school, but not elementary. So the nuns, I mean, taught them to be very stupid. Like, they don't teach you to think for yourself at all. Until my Aunt Elaine got married, she thought you had to sit on a boy's lap to get pregnant. Like, she thought fully clothed, that's how you got pregnant. Nunneries. Great aunt's funeral, and we had 5 adults, 2 being former mechanics, trying to figure out how to pop the hood on my cousin's car because the battery died. You just Googled it? That's beautiful. Yeah, Catholicism, it's nonsense. Shut up, that's so perfect. It seriously is, though. Like, the Catholic thought process is thinking for yourself is a sin. Do not think for yourself. Don't ask questions. Do not think for yourself. Your priest, your pastor, your whoever will think for you. And they are just like my Aunt Elaine married a guy that was kind of older and got herpes on her wedding night because he cheated on her all the time and he had herpes. She had no idea what it was. She just like lived 5 years with this burning pussy. Like, abstinence is not the way. See, and again, I was kicked out. My mom tried to do parochial school with me. I wasn't kicked out. I was asked to leave because I kept asking why Jesus was white. Because my mom explained to me why colored skin was colored. It's your distance from the equator. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. So you look where Jesus was on the equator. White didn't make sense to little Katie. So little Katie asked, and she was not liked for that one. He obviously got it by using the wrong detergent. It's just amazing how some people make it through life alive. Both of these women are like in their 60s and 70s and like, it's just amazing. Oh yeah, Little Black Dress, I just can't. It's just like this level of ignorance is just, and now Elaine, this one that like tied the dental floss, now she's retired. So she lives in Arizona and literally her day is get up, go to the gym for like 6 hours and watch Fox News on a treadmill. And then she goes and karaoke's at night at bars. And that's her life. It's everything. Oh, but she did just apply to open carry a gun, which is horrifying because she's scared of me and people that don't like Trump, we're like, I don't know. I don't know. It's so weird watching your family get old and crazy because when you're little, like, you don't really know the niceties about everybody. And as you grow up, you start just seeing it as an adult and you're like, fuck, they're all bad shit. They're scared. She is scared. She literally, when Trump lost the election, she called my mom crying. This is a woman in her 70s, like a grown woman with children and grandchildren who supposedly functions. She called my mother crying. Like, what? First off, my mom is the biggest tree hugging hippie you're ever going to meet in your life. Ever. So, like, that's not who to call to cry about Trump. But, like, what kind of psychosis are you under? Cheers. Yeah, you gotta know how things work. Erica, it is scary, and I hate it. I hate watching my older relatives get kind of loopy. It scares me because I don't want to get crazy. Oh, same. Dude. Fixity, let me tell you this story while I open the game. So when I was a kid, my Nana had this beautiful house. It was like a beautiful old rancher. If you don't know what a rancher is, it's basically a big, nice house, but it's all one level. So they're really long and beautiful. It's not like a double wide or anything, but it's a rancher. They're all one level. And it had like a speaker system in the ceilings from the 60s. Like, this was an old ass house, but they had money, so it was really nice inside. And they had a bar in the family area, like a little nook bar corner. And my Nana taught me when I was 5 how to make drinks. So at Christmas parties, I would get to sit at the bar and make everyone drinks, and they would tip me quarters. I thought it was great, but now they're all dead because of alcoholism. Barnes Sima, welcome. Hi, Barnes, how are you? Fox News. I mean, how do you even call it news? How is it legally called news? Oh my god, Cake. How are you? I think it's that they have a lot of free time, so they consume a lot of media. That's what my aunt, that's exactly what happened to her. She has nothing to do now that she's retired, so she just goes to the gym, and because she's in Arizona and she's in like an older person area, it's Fox News is just on there. And she's always been like clinically obsessed with exercising. She's like almost basically anorexic. And so she just goes to the gym all day and that's what's on. So she's just being like inundated with this crap, and she doesn't have the mental skill to like question things. She just, everything you tell her is fact. She'll just like be like, okay.
Good morning, sarcastic.
I was almost gonna burp. You had a bar with camel feet? Oh my god, this one, my Nana's was like built into the wall. It was like this little like half wall came out and made a nook in a corner, and that's where like the huge stereo player was to put CDs. I don't know, did it have a CD player? I think CDs were around by then. I don't know. And that's what would play the music all over the house. Yeah. And I used to think everybody was so much fun. And then when I was an adult, I started staying up later, and that's when I would see the fun turn into the vomiting and the fighting, and I was like, oh, okay. Now I know why I was loud every holiday. I'm doing okay, Cake. How are you, honey? Which movie? Oh, we watched it. I was kind of disappointed. Army of the Dead, like, my biggest complaint was that the black guy with the saw never uses his saw. Like, I was literally, I think I missed half the movie because I was just waiting for that to happen. And it didn't. No spoilers if you guys want to watch it. I felt like I was just kind of like let down. And like the badass, like they led up to a lot of shit that I thought was going to be badass and wasn't, I guess. So I was just expecting more, but it was still fun to watch. I liked it. Ooh, Cake. You ever do, I don't know where your back hurts, but one for me is I get my back really straight and then push your chin, your head down without arching your back as far as you possibly can. It's a really good spine stretch. Like, sit up really, really straight in your chair and then just push your head down like this as much as you can, and you'll feel it. It's a really good spine stretch. And that tends to be like the top, 7 vertebrae, I think, are the ones that tend to get fucked up the most because you just have all these tight muscles in your neck and stuff. There is a lot of crazy shit in the movie, but like, okay, so the nasty cop, like, that should have been way more badass. They made a really big deal out of him. And then the badass zombie chick does nothing badass at all. Like, none of the cool, like, and they never explained what the infection was. How did people get infected? Like, I saw people getting scratched and swallowing zombie vomit, but not turning. I don't know. I don't know. Raging janitor, you silly fuck.
I love you. Thank you for that resong.
Dude, my crop hoodies, these are my favorites. I have a lot of crop tops because it's a way to, like, keep my arms warm, but not overheat. Because my arms are always cold, but not all of me. I'm a bitch for sitting far too long, and I think because my chair is stationary, it doesn't help. Dude, I totally get it. I shrimp. That's why we have posture check in the channel. I'm not spoiling it. I didn't say anything. Like, does it sound like I did? No. Those cliches are dumb. Which ones? Pasta check. Why am I a bag of dicks? Oh, it's a lyric to a song. It's like one of my favorite RTJ songs. Picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips. I can't say the rest because DMCA will come after me. Just a lyric. I thought it was funny. Oh, being scratched and stuff. Well, I just wanted some continuity, I guess. Just something like how, why, when, where, how. That was it. But funny, so Zeke and I, at the very beginning, he paused it and he goes, you know, because there's the core group, and he goes, who's going to die in what order? And I guessed it correctly. I mean, I was pretty proud of myself. By the way, everyone, I got this thing called Bionic Gym? What's that? I burned 460 calories sitting in my chair during class? Fuck yeah. I always go back to my favorite line. Sometimes you have to be okay with the answers you don't get. I know. Zeke said the same. He's like, why can't you just enjoy it? I'm like, because I'm a why person. It's why I went into medicine. I'm a why. I was the kid that would go, but why? And if you didn't want to tell me and you didn't know, I'd go figure it out. I get obsessed with why. And when there's no why, I lose interest. Hi, Ellie. How are you? I showed someone Scream, the original Scream, and they guessed who the killers would be. No shit. And they'd never seen it. Nicely done. It's this thing that uses electricity to make my leg muscles work. Oh, it's like a shocker kind of thing. Dude, fuck yeah. Do you feel sore? Are you hurting? Me too, Ellie. Hard. I'm telling you, Katie, there's a lot of crazy shit in the movie. I know, I watched it. I liked it. I liked the movie. It's a good movie. Watch it. And I love Batista. He's like one of my favorite. He's just like a cute dude. It's like a big teddy bear. But the day after, like, do your muscles get sore, basically? But you don't feel it. Like, it's not hurting your leg or anything. If you didn't tell me why I'd go into the industry, that's literally why I went into medicine. Because I needed to know why I work. I needed to know. It is not something you can just look up. It does not hurt your legs. Dope, dude. If you want to put that in Discord, Myron just put a link up for the Bionic Gym. If you want to put it in the Discord in the health and stuff, there's a lot of people in there that talk about workouts and shit all the time. Mickey, absolutely. Totally get that. And that makes me sad. We're very lucky in the English culture to have, I mean, what isn't translated for us? And we don't even read. Oh, man. All right. Transistor time. Skylar, we have a really cool in our Discord. We have a channel, I believe it's called Health and Stuff. And there's so many people in there. It's one of the most active Discord channels, I think. I'm afraid to post in there because I don't live healthily. But there are a lot of healthy people in there, man. Health and Stuff. Yep. Also about the why in Army of Dead, finding about how the virus started. Not how it started. I just really wanted to know infection, like why they were infected and why they were special ones. Like, there's 28 days later, like the blood would do it. Like that guy looks up. Is that 28 days later? I might be referencing. I've seen so many fucking zombie movies. The one where the guy looks up and a crow like bleeds in his eye and he turns. We have a lot of very useful channels. We really do. I know a lot of people get really like daunted by our Discord because it's so big. I usually tell people pick one channel you like and just hang out in that one for a bit. That's 28 days. The first one, okay, cool. I mix them up. I love zombie movies. Like, I'm not hating. I did like this one. The Netflix one is dope. And it's probably some of the best, like, makeup zombie. Like in some movies, they just make them look like they're rotting. They don't really put a lot of effort in. The special effects, makeup, and shit in this movie is, like, inspiring. It's beautiful. Bites. Yeah, and so I assume it's saliva. Yeah. I have most of the Discord channels muted except for general. Yeah. I mean, I mute literally constantly, and then I'll go into it and be like, oh, fuck, I forgot about this one. But if you have all of them on all the time, that can be, like, that's, like, annoying, Did you? For the first time? You watched it on VHS? Shut up, Raging Janitor. You still have a VHS player? I kind of wish I did. I have a couple VHSs that I wish I could play. And that is not the game we're playing today, guys. Katie. I downloaded a new game that I pre-ordered ages ago because it's a builder and I'm addicted. And it's called Frozenheim. Not 100% sure I like it yet, though. We'll see. No judgment yet. Where the fuck is Transistor? There she is. Transistor, on the other hand, is a perfect game with some of the most beautiful music I've ever heard in my life. Zombies are fascinating, but looking at it scientifically, I know, and that's, I know. I need to stop trying to do that. I gotta stop. Literally, you can just right-click the channel. Right-click the channel, and you'll get a little drop-down. It'll be like, mute for 6 hours, mute until you unmute, whatever. So you can just mute channels that you're not active in, you don't give a shit about. I ain't offended. I do it. Oh, you collect horror movies on VHS? Oh my god. Do you have Friday the 13th, the original? Jason's my crush. I laughed so hard whenever someone used to say a zombie apocalypse was about to happen or would happen in the future. Dude, when people would say that, I always would say the people in the, like, working in a hospital, I'd be the first to die. Because the people sick would come to the hospital and then bite me, motherfuckers. Do you? It might be one of my, it might be the best. It might be my favorite. That or Army of Darkness. I don't know. That's really hard. Oh, I love Jason. He was my wallpaper on my computer for a while, actually. Let me see. My game's starting. I'm so excited. I love this game so much. That was honestly, I almost started playing this game yesterday when I wasn't streaming. That's one of the worst parts about not streaming, when you really want to play the game you're playing. I was going a little crazy. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Mythic Mark, we were saying if a zombie apocalypse broke out, like all the people that were getting sick would come to the hospital where I worked, and then once they turned into zombies, they'd bite us. We'd be zombies. Like that, we'd be the first to go. I thought. Oh, same, Mickey. Yes. I go through and I ignore them. Just the ones I'm not into. Like, I ignore tons. You just right-click them. It's very helpful. Freddy's a good character, and yes, he's a pedo, but well done. He's very well done. Oh my god, it's battle time. The Thing. Oh my god, I love The Thing. Do you have the Fly remake? Stop it. I could ask you questions forever. Dude, you should go on Rod's podcast. Rod, are you here? So Rod Johnston has a podcast about horror movies, and he wants to have me on there to argue with him because we have different views. But you might be even smarter. Like, I'm a huge horror. I'm like a horror junkie. Like, I go through all the shitty B horror movies on Amazon and stuff and watch all of them. It's terrible. They're terrible, but I watch them anyways. Korean horror is really getting up there. I'm a whore for horror. I am. I'm a slut for slaughter. Oh. Hold on. We're not going to do the battle yet because where the fuck is it? I'm being jabotted by my own computer. Not today, you son of a bitch. There it is. I found it. Let me see. My computer stopped scrolling. That's not a good sign. Probably because I started the game up. It's okay. Don't freak out. Nobody panic. I'm panicking. No, I'm not. Maybe. What the fuck is it? I know Transistor's downloaded. I never uninstalled it. What in the titty Christ? Where is it? Oh, there it is. What the fuck? Okay. That's different. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Anyways. Haunted computer. It was like you know how you have your installed games? It was not in my installed games, but it was in like this list of like casual or something. Weird. Hannibal Lecter's so fucking you know why I love him as well? You can identify with him on a certain level. Any creepy villain where you can like kind of like relate, those are the scariest. Have I seen the sci-fi slasher movie The Terminator? Oh my god, the sci-fi slasher The Terminator? Have I seen that one yet? Fuck, I don't even know. Was that the one with the guy that went in the machine and came out like a giant bug? Is he even here for us to bug? The right was pretty good. Oh, Jack, what's up, Honeybean? I fucking love you guys too. All right, battle time. That's the background I was talking about. I thought it was on my other monitor, but it is on that one. I really like Jason. Anyways, it's battle time, bitches. I know, I hate it. I really want to fight with him about that.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Vile motherfucking drams. How you doing, Honeybean? Good morning. I did take my joy. Thank you. Everyone who hasn't, however, needs to take their joy. Battle. Even though you're not here, I will defend your honor. Terminator is not a slasher. I love the Terminator movies. They're some of the best movies in the entire world. And to this day, I still think the Terminator like experience at Universal Studio Parks was one of the best rides ever. I don't even know if it still exists. That's not a slasher though. Come on. Then you'd have to say like any war movie with guns was a goddamn slasher. What? Oh, shut up. Vile, did you win a wallet from LZT? Oh my god, we're all gonna have LZT wallets. We're all gonna be matching. Like when we all get to go to a con, we're all gonna whip out wallets that are identical. It's gonna be very funny. Superhero films are slashers. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Like, is WandaVision a slasher? I don't know now. I mean, obviously. I mean, I used to think a slasher meant there was slashing. Like, you know, maybe a knife or a sword or a large cleaver or maybe machete, slashing necks, but maybe it's guns. I don't know. Oh, Mark Howe. Apocalypse Now, the slasher movie. Mean Girls. The slasher movie of the year. I mean, girl gets hit by a bus. Must be a slasher. Lil, you're the one that keeps moving. Lil keeps trying to curl around one of my feet, but I keep like recrossing my legs. She's such a doofus. Such a doofus. Accidentally dropped it. Oh my god, I'm so glad you found it. That would have been a lost treasure. She's on my foot. She curls. She like fetuses around my foot. Yeah, both my dogs are Velcro dogs. They're hilarious. It's funniest at nighttime because I'll get up, go to the bedroom. We'll be sitting there. I'll be playing a video game, and Zeke's playing a video game. And then I'll get up and go to the kitchen and get a drink. And both of them will get up, follow me to the kitchen, back to the bedroom. I'll forget something, so I'll go back to the kitchen. They follow me, go back to the bedroom. Like they will get up and follow me anywhere unless there's a squirrel. Hackers is my kind of slasher movie. Harry Potter's more my style, but at least there were swords in that one. Katie got 25 gold, not bad. Vixie Star and Erica Donut, 2 Musketeers. Phoebe the Coffee Witch, 1 Centurion, not terrible. Ameliorated, 2 Busters, nicely done, nicely done. Biscuit! It's a biscuit and then a green chest, guys. These are the good ones. Vader! At least there's some, if you call that a slasher. That's you and your 2 cats, seriously? Did you get them as kittens and you've just been home with them constantly? Is that why? Because I wonder, we got them as puppies and we both work from home. But they did not, she's doing it again. She just fetused around my foot again. They did not do this with Zeke. They love him and they will follow him to the end of the earth. But, if Zeke and I walk opposite ways, they will panic and follow me. Choke Pinch is a slasher. Dude, we should come up with a list of, the worst named slashers ever and be like, Mean Girls, slasher, go. Oh, the rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a slasher. I'd go with yes. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have a cheers. Does that big Bob Breslau, the ultimate slasher movie star? Oh, my God. That's, Gollum is probably the number 1 slasher because we all know Lord of the Rings is absolutely a slasher film. Duh. We have 2 cheerses. Let's cheers. My nose itches. My skin is very dry today. Cheers, bitches. For Monkey and for Zalkarai. It always warms my heart when I'm chilling in Zeke's channel. And I'm usually just lurking. And I see people cheersing each other and using my emotes. My little Satan heart gets awfully squishy.